Namaste, my peace artists, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am the Sensei to Sirius joy. That's what I claim to be. I try to be. I'm living in my heart, trying to get there myself, but going to bring you all along the way. This is for Libras and Libra Risings, who I affectionately call the Step Sixes. I believe there are 11 steps to Sirius joy, and when you're a Libra Rising, you are good at Step 6. That's I give, I receive. And what's ironic is that the givers and receivers of the zodiac, the ones who are best at relationships, this week are stepping into a whole new relationship paradigm. That means if you're engaged in a marriage, if you're engaged, it might change. If you're in a marriage, it's going to change, and it might end if it hasn't already. And if you are single or whatever, you are moving spiritually into a new relationship to yourself, which will put you into a new relationship category for others. So the people who marry the best or who are most obsessed with it are changing who they marry, which is a big change on Earth. It's going to be very interesting. Kim Kardashian, Libra. Now, I'm not a big fan of hers, no offense, but I do watch what she's doing just to see if she's acting like a Libra. So it'll be interesting to see if she's doing that. Michael Douglas, another Libra who is married to someone of the exact same birthday, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and I don't know where they are as of now. They're on and off again, and they had split up. So it's been interesting to watch you all. Now, where are we spiritually? Well, this is the give and receiving of energy comes down to your ability to stay in balance. The Librans were out of balance. You were borrowing from yourself to give to others, living in a negative inner stock market. This makes the scales tip. What we're changing this week is how you judge things. And don't say you don't judge things. You are the honor, dishonor of the zodiac. You are the ones that judge everything. That's what you're doing when you're looking at the scales, is judging what's fair, right? And the only way to judge what's fair is to be fair to yourself first, because you have to calibrate the scales by being fair to yourself. So I believe what's changing for Libras and Libra Risings is they're recalibrating their scales as to what's fair, and what's new in it is you're putting yourself in that equation, which is the Aries synergy. So we have a Grand Cross in effect for the entire month, and this is making everything move very slowly. It also creates a lot of conflicts, but we're kind of getting out of a straitjacket in life, and so it's not easy. It's like one foot, then this leg, and then... Now, the first Uranus versus Mars is what is killing you, all right? Mars is retrograde in Libra. So a backstory here is that you are rebuilding, once again, your ego consciousness. That is the way you put yourself out there, what makes you sexy, what not make, all that, right? On the other side is Uranus, stage left here, or screen left, and this is the part of you that is trying to upgrade how you relate to others. So upgrade your marriage, upgrade your partnership, etc. Now, the north-south of this is a tug-of-war between career advancement and feeling secure. And the universe is kind of trying to pull you out. But strangely enough, it's actually career advancement that is, I think, pulling Libras along and will continue to. Actually, it's a point of strength. So by moving forward with career, by moving forward and making the right decisions that include feeling good, this is going to make this whole Grand Cross move a lot better. But this week, the essence is this Uranus-Mars, and to add fuel to the fire, the universe is giving us a lunar eclipse. This is a full lunar eclipse. And what that means is this is a mega event that kind of hits the planet Earth. It's the Earth shadow cast on the moon. What it does is it hits you in the ego, all right, at 25 degrees. And it may feel like a punch in the face. It doesn't have to be. 25 degrees is very high up. So really what the universe is doing is helping you erase old things your ego chased after. Now, what our ego chased after affects our choices in our partnerships. If your ego was chasing after someone with the perfect body, you may have had a limited variety of options to choose from. If your ego was chasing after someone with a lot of power, then da-da-da. If your ego was chasing after being very humble and marrying the person that your heart doesn't want, but it was the right thing to do, all these things. So it's what your ego chases after that the eclipse is going to kind of vacuum away those old biscuits. Because, you know, the ego is just the doggy-dog part of us, and we all have one. What that does is free you up for relating to people on a whole different level once you let go of chasing after certain things. And those things you chased after, they probably had a good reason, yada, 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 yada. So this eclipse actually happens early Tuesday morning. So you want to go to bed in the United States Monday night, basically being open to what you're willing to let go of. Just like, you know what, I'm going to put this fight down. I mean, it comes down to putting fights down. I'm not going to fight this person. I'm not going to fight that person. I'm not going to fight myself on this. That is the dismissal of the old ego. And what this does is move you into a better place for relating. This is also going to put you on a better peaceful track. The step 25 is the step of the eclipse. So it's going to be really calling for peace. That's a very peaceful vibration. It's a master shui vibration. It's a vibration ruled by Pisces, but it involves aligning our feelings with our thoughts. So in essence, you want to just make sure your feelings and your thoughts are in alignment about what you're not going to fight anymore, and you'll get through this. Now, the eclipse happens technically, like I said, Tuesday night, so you want to go to bed Monday night, being clear on what you're letting go of. The full moon is in Libra, so Libras are charged up. You will be prone to fights and prone to attacks, so be careful. This is a full moon you should be very careful with. Then on Wednesday, the moon moves into Scorpio, and so right away, self-esteem is upgraded or downgraded. Your soul credit is upgraded or downgraded. And then by the end of the week, you are very pensive, chatty, connecting to others on the phone, etc. Now, in the whole background, what's going on is by letting go of some of the things the ego doesn't want to chase after, you're free to make a better commitment, and you end up making a commitment to a marriage policy, at least, if not a person, a marriage policy by Friday and Saturday. And you're holding strength and really on Saturday trying to keep your mind from sabotaging it. So this week is about passionate strength. The passionate strength is to be there for yourself, and the passionate strength is to put down your strength in order to be stronger another day, to fight another day. And this putting down one for something greater turns into courage, a real feeling of courage in your life if you pull it off at the end of the week, which I'm sure you will if you're watching the scope, because knowledge is half the battle. Now, for the, oops, wrong, I'm one slide ahead. Here we go. Sorry about that. For those who have Venus in Libra, your love story is going to be changing this week as a result of this eclipse as well. And you may or may not have Venus in Libra if you are a Libran or Libra rising. But if you are Venus in Libra, you are a lover that loves to love. What's changing for you is that it's time to step into being prepared in the moment. So they have this old thing in light work where it's like, make room for your lover. And that's what you want to do. You want to really make room in your lifestyle for your lover, make room in your lifestyle and in your body for your love relationships. If you're in an existing love affair right now, you really want to move your lifestyle around to be more accommodating to that other person. And if you're wanting to be in a new relationship, despite all this stuff going on in relationships, you'll probably want to make space for this. So it's about creating it. And the good news is if you were to meet someone right now that would be appropriate for you, they would probably show up in your daily life or your work life at the moment until further notice. Okay? All right, this is the slide I went too fast on. Ultimately, if you'd like to get deep, see how this ends, or do some backstory talk, I have a Megascope monthly. It's $13.95. It downloads to any device, and it will really dive deep. If you want to get a little deeper, it does help you along the way all through the month. We have another eclipse I haven't mentioned on April 29th that I talk about in this as well. I also coach women in the moment on their cell phones. Say what? Say yes. Come on down to gavenus.com and see what I mean. But if you're having problems getting to this transit, I'll be with you there 5 to 7 texts a day, plus videos. It's authentic and it's based on your chart. Come on down and check it out. And if you're watching on YouTube, we ask please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate that. We now have a Facebook page for our Soul Gardeners if you come down to soulgarden.me. And if you'd like to be on our mailing list, I do email out the zodiac weathers every day and the horoscopes once a week to our subscribers. So come on down to soulmart.me and get on our mailing list. All right, my Libras and Libra Risings, so grateful to be of soul service. This is an exciting time. I'm going to be watching a lot of you, Michael Douglas included, Catherine Zeta-Jones, to see what you choose, where you kind of head down. And I think for those of you who are Pluto and Librans or born in the 70s, even more of a profound, interesting question because you're setting the tone in that generation for the whole planet. Either way, I'll be back in 7 days to help you along the way. Until then, I love you and live, love, be.
soulgarden.tv